Get ready to enter the Thrivetime Show. 3, 2, 1, boom!
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the conversation. It is the Thrivetime Show on your radio and podcast download. During today's podcast, my friend and my partner, David Robinson, breaks down the importance of hard work, regardless of what venture you want to start, how great your idea is, no matter what business venture you want to scale. At the end of the day, eventually your big business plan is going to encounter hard work, the reality of hard work. And if you're not willing to roll up your sleeves and to grind and to just put in the effort needed to be successful, you will fail. And so David Robinson, when he retired from his career, a 14-year Hall of Fame basketball career, having played in the National Basketball Association, having won 2 NBA championships, having won 2 Olympic gold medals, having won 1 MVP, he had the great idea to start a school called the Carver Academy that would provide free education or discounted education for people who were economically challenged in the most underprivileged areas of San Antonio. So he had this big vision to help the community become educated. However, having an idea and executing the idea are 2 different stories. Now, just so you know the rest of the story, David's idea, his concept, his business, his venture, the Carver Academy, went on to do very, very well. And the Carver Academy has now sent many inner-city impoverished kids on to college, and the students who've attended the Carver Academy have done very well academically and in the game of life. But when he first started the Carver Academy, it was a great idea, followed by tons of hard work.
Now, Peter Drucker, the management expert and author, he's credited as being kind of like the founder of a lot of modern management techniques. He says plans are only good intentions unless they immediately degenerate into hard work. Was creating Carver a lot of hard work, Dave?
Was it a lot of hard work? Yes, it was a lot of hard work by a lot of people. I think I taxed just about everyone around me to their maximum. So was it hard? Yeah, absolutely. I know I felt bad at times that I was asking everyone to do so much. That's what is required if you want to get something started. It is. You must know that it's going to take your time and energy, and it's going to be a great responsibility on your behalf.
This is sort of a yes/no power question session. I want to ask you these questions real quick.
Okay.
Here we go. Just kind of yes or no. Here we go.
Okay, machine gun session.
Here we go. Had you ever had experience before in writing curriculum?
No.
Had you ever had experience before overseeing construction?
No. Oh, yes.
You did?
I did, in the Navy. That was part of my job.
Oh, so that's one.
I was a civil engineer.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, had you ever had an experience before in, let's see here, in raising capital?
No.
No. Okay, so really, have you ever had experience building an endowment or some sort of...
Fundraising? No.
Fundraising, okay. So you had no experience in these 3 out of these 4 areas, but you didn't let that stop you.
Right, exactly. I was ambitious and excited and motivated, and I felt like I could find the expertise in those areas.
I love that attitude, though. That's what we need to do. We just start with what we have and just get after it, right?
And get after it. I mean, there's failure is a part of the equation. You are going to fail at points, but that does not mean that everything is going to fall apart. You have to be resilient and you have to be tough. So, those were what I saw as minor obstacles.
Did you ever feel overwhelmed? I mean, I know that you are a pretty confident guy, and you're pretty put together. Where you get up early every day and you express your thankfulness to the Lord, and you're But did you ever feel overwhelmed? Did you ever wake up did you ever have like a sleepless night, Dave, or did you ever just feel overwhelmed where you said, what am I doing? I mean, did you ever just maybe have that moment where you ever felt like, oh man?
Yeah, I had a lot of moments like that. I can remember several times being at a point where I thought, I don't know what the next step is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And that's a frustrating point And I remember many nights where I sat up and I just prayed. I said, Lord, I don't know what the next step is. Everyone keeps looking to me for the answer, and I don't have the answer. And so there will be many times where you find yourself in that particular situation, and you just have to have faith. You have to continue to press on, and there's, like I said, there are people out there who understand, who know, who have the answer. I have to find them. And in my case, I was hoping that the Lord would bring them to my door and have them ring my doorbell. Didn't always happen, but look at where we are now. We started with a small school with 60 kids, and now we have 320. We have 4 schools in the city. We're building 2 more next year, and we'll have 20, and we'll double the number of low-income children going to college every year in the city of San Antonio when we're at full scale.
Bam! That is awesome.
Yeah,
double.
Amazing. So yes, many of those times, those questions were answered, and they will be if you're diligent and you're faithful, and your passion does not waver.
Could you clarify when you say the word diligent, what that means to you? I mean, I know the dictionary definition is it's the constant application of effort, but I mean, from your perspective, what does that mean to be diligent when you say that? Because you use that term, and I just want to make sure I'm not missing what you mean there.
Well, diligence is a focus and a putting the feet to the asphalt.
Okay.
It is making sure that you're doing all the underlying work necessary to accomplish your goal. So diligence is real key. I mean, in a real estate deal, diligence is finding out all of the, why is he selling? What's wrong with the price? What's the market like in the area? Who's building what? Who's my competition? Diligence is finding out the answers to all those things before you buy a property. So diligence is doing all of the little things that are needed to accomplish your goal.